Hello, and glad to have you here. Today, we're going to talk about attraction again, but I have some different things that I want to add into what we've been talking about all week about how important attraction is, and not, as far as how you look, not as far as attracting members of the opposite sex, but talking about attraction in that growing our group, growing our following, those people that we most want to help, those people that we want to develop relationships with, and make connections and start conversations and that kind of thing. So today we're going to talk about attraction in talking about stories and lives and other things. So basically, today we're going to be talking about building that following of people that you really want to help in their life and their business. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And as you're hopping on, please let me know where you're coming in from. It's always interesting to find out where people are coming in from, especially with the weather, kind of in different places. A lot of stuff is going on, flooding and what have you. So just hoping everyone is okay and making it through the trials that we go through sometimes, especially with the weather. So today, I wanted to finish up with talking about some of the other things that you would do to help to attract people to you. And other than the things I've already mentioned earlier this week. And you can always go back and listen to the replay and catch yourself up if you haven't had a chance to see that yet. And so today is just another part of that, and I just want to share that with you. Before I go there, though, let me introduce myself to those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business online. And I use attraction marketing, lead generation, as well as video marketing. I like to keep strategies modern and trending so that you have you're updated, you're not behind the time. So right, so let me I have notes down here, so because I have a tendency to just kind of start talking and keep explaining, and I'm a talker, so as I continue it can, and then also going off on the side, so I don't want to do that either. So let's talk about this. So today I have listed in my notes, I'm talking about stories, lives, and the posts that we make. And when you think about that, what comes up for you in your mind when you think about the stories feature, the stories that we, can do? Like, I'm on Facebook, and that's the platform that I'm mainly on. But I also send my stories through to Instagram as well. So just tell me what you think about that, and how have you been doing with that? Are you posting stories every day? Are you posting several stories? I know I kind of felt like, since I was homebound and disabled to a certain degree, my knees don't work, like they're supposed to, and my back doesn't either. And so I thought, well, I don't really have anything to say. I don't have anything to, really put in stories, the people that I'm around, the mentors, the other entrepreneurs, friends that are entrepreneurs, you know, we're like, no, your life, just, people want to know what's going on, and, what are you doing, kind of just sharing your day, sharing, things that may be working for you, just those types of things. And, and and it really helped me, because back a while ago, I was like, I mean, I'm just sitting here, most of the day doing my stuff that I need to do for my business, my uh which is basically doing because I'm on social media. So I do lives, I do stories, I do posts, and I'm getting used to talking about me more and showing more of who I am. So stories that really helped me out when I heard that, and I hope that it helps you out as well because you know that you don't have to be stuck on just having nothing. People just kind of want to share your day. And one example that one of my mentors uses a lot is she said, "Why do you think that people like?" And it just went right out of my head. But all of the live stuff that they do on TV now. You know, The Bachelor, gosh, it was one I used to watch all the time, and then I finally got away from it. I can't think of the name of it right now. But those live shows that they're doing that's actually, showing these people in what's happening. They're not doing a storyline. They're actually, showing you actually what's happening. It just of course, as soon as I get off of the video, then it'll come to me the word that I'm looking for. But right now it's not coming, but it will. It will later. So people like those things that are real life so much, and they actually, some people call them guilty pleasures, some people really get involved in them and that kind of thing. So your life, people, the other thing that I've been told and that I see is that people get involved in your mess. They want to see, not someone who's perfect, not someone who's, unrelatable. They want to see someone who, is somewhat, that they can relate to. And if people can't relate, then they may go elsewhere. And that's fine because everybody is not going to relate to me. Everybody is not going to relate to you. And that's why we don't want to be talking to everyone and anyone. We want to, because we're really talking to no one when we do that. So we want to be able to, talk to people, make connections, have conversations, build relationships. And we can do that through stories. That's one of the things. The other things are lives. I love doing lives because I like being able to come on and let people see who I am, what I sound like, know that I'm a real person. And with me sharing my story, my journey of what I'm going through and the things that I've been through, especially in this industry, that that then people can relate to what it is that I'm talking about when I say the list of 100, the belly to belly, the chasing family and friends, and, or bugging family and friends and chasing strangers and that kind of thing. People know exactly what I'm talking about who've been there and been doing things that didn't make them comfortable. So I like being able to go live. And not only do they have live video has gotten to where they have micro video now, and there's like on Instagram, and and also on other other venues like TikTok, and and on YouTube they're called shorts. And so there's, they're making it also so that many, you're only on there for like a few seconds to maybe a minute, or less, and being able to still share what it is that you want to share. It's just not long. It's just like not like my videos like that might go 10, 15 minutes or so. So really great. And I'm still trying to get into those micro videos, and do them. I just need to do more practice on them myself. And then the other thing is posting, and I like to post and, talk about certain things, but I've also learned over time it's important to post. People are looking at the content that you post. So when you're posting, you put a picture of yourself. Do something. Smile. Just show people, who you are, so that the inside comes outside and other people can relate to that. and say, oh, I really like her, or I really like him. He really, just shows, who he is, and I really like it. I can relate to what he's talking about, and I can relate to him as a person, or her as a person. So that's really important. So what I have down here is, and that's, so your content is always going to be important, that you put in your stories, in your lives, in your posts. It's always going to be important. You want to be intentional with what you're putting down. You want to, be honest and authentic. I'm not saying you have to put your business out there. It just depends on what you want to share. But remember, people relate to your mess sometimes more than they relate to what seems perfect and what seems like it's a well-oiled machine, especially for people that are just starting out. They want to know that they can make it. And if they see you and you're normal and everything's, seems cool, and they hear you flub up your words, and or like I was trying to think of, of course I can't, I still, it hasn't come to me yet, but those shows that they have that are really live shows, that are coming on. So you can see that, if I can get through this and maybe not even come up with the exact word that I'm looking for, it just happens, and it's relatable because I'm just being me and sharing my journey and my stories and my stuff with you guys, with you. So so I have three things that I just want to mention in dealing with your content, and being intentional is really important. It's one of the things. But you want to be able to, as you are sharing your journey, as you are sharing in the things that I've talked about, you want to be able to educate. You want to be able to, I'm looking at my notes, educate, inspire, and entertain. And when I first heard that, I was like, so what am I supposed to do? Kind of dance a jig or what? But you can put, there's a different types of stories that you can do with emojis. There's just a lot of different things you can do. I like using filters that, I mean, one day I was broccoli, with a mouth, and I thought that was pretty funny. And when I posted it in my stories, I got a lot of laughs because I was like, "Oh, I love broccoli," because it also allowed me to talk, and it was just kind of funny. But it's nice to be able to share some entertainment. So I've kind of figured out I don't have to get up and tap dance or anything like that. I just want to be able to share something that I found that was kind of funny. And for me, talking food, can be kind of comical sometimes. So, you can use GIFs or Jiffies or whatever they're called, and, to entertain. And in education, we don't want to, be to where we're talking at people. We want to talk with and have a discussion. And as I'm having this discussion and talking really fast here, because I don't want to go too long, I just want to make sure that you understand what it is that what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. And if you have any questions, please, please, you can drop them in the chat as you're dropping in, where you're coming in from, and that kind of thing. When you're catching us on the replay, you can do the same thing. I do go back and check my videos periodically to make sure and see if anyone's, come on and dropped more comments than, initially. And there are even posts that I go back to, or something will pop up in my notifications, and I notice it, and I go look, and it's somebody, still, putting a comment on, or a question on something that I posted maybe a week ago or something like that. Because people don't always see everything right, right away. Sometimes it comes up later. Sometimes we miss it because we're busy. And, then when we do see it again, it's like maybe a week later, maybe a few days later, something like that. So, and inspiring people. It's important to empower and lift people up. And I love to post inspirational posts, but I know when I first started, that's all I had was inspirational posts. And I was like, Okay, and then I found out that there was a better way, and there was, other content that I could use to still help people, but in not just inspiring them, but in educating and entertaining and lifting people up and that kind of thing. So, basically, that is all I have for today, and I hope that, that if you have any questions or comments that you will still drop them in. If you need to, get in touch because maybe you have a question or something and you want to, have a little talk, have a little chat or something like that, you can always direct message me, and we can have a little chat about whatever it is that I've said that maybe you didn't understand or maybe you just need a little bit more clarification on or go deeper on. So basically, that is it for today. And I've done my three lives. I go live now on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 12 noon. And I had been doing that for a while, but lost my voice for about a month plus, and so it took me a while to get back. But I'm back now, and love doing lives. I will still be also doing other content, other posts on my page, and also hoping that I can let you get to know more about me and my journey as you share with me, what you want to share about your journey and how you're doing and questions about whatever that might be. So I'm going to go on and get off here because I am a chatterbox. I'm always explaining, and so I'm going to go on and get off here, but have a good one. Take care, and talk soon. I'll see you for sure live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. So talk soon. Have a good one wherever you are in the world. Bye now.